Jones. It's Jones on the wing. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
It makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Here's Babbitt. After the Bronx picking up a basket just moments ago. Larkin can't get it to go.
Well, they need a shot or two to fall here soon. They're only 1 of 4 since the break.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 6-point Bronx lead.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Here's Larkin. Pressy defending. Harris outside. For the 3. Second shot opportunity. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it to Antich. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
So New York ends up going with the new group. Then for the Bronx, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Antich. Johnson comes in for Barnes. And it's Carrick Felix in for Pressy. They grab their own miss. Here's Dedmon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And New York making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. LeBron's also with his sub. Luigi Ditome's checked in for Lewis. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. New York trails by 11. Passes it to Larkin. The steal. Here's Fournier. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
New York. Azili comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Rush in for Evan Fournier. That free throw good from Hardaway. Here's the Bronx. They're on an 11-3 run. Out to the wing. Here's Ditome. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. The defense hasn't been able to set up.
Hardaway, no good.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
And so it's New York with it. After the Bronx picking up a basket just moments ago. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. That drops. Larkin got 14 points.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Felix. The shot misses. And New York will come the other way. Here's Jones. And Ditome pulls it down. The Bronx leading by 11. Inside. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Rush from outside. Johnson outside. Over to the wing. Here's Felix. No good with the triple. Hardaway for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Important three to cut it to single digits. It's still within reach.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. The Bronx leads by 8. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Pressey. So on the floor for the Bronx. Parawanchik out there with John Lewis. Then there's Phil Pressey. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Barnes in a small forward.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Nedovic misses.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Yeah, they have not let their guard down one bit in the paint.
New York trails by 10. Here's Hardaway. Finished off the break. Hardaway has got 20 points.
That's how to start a fast break, and more importantly, that's how you finish it.
Ontic dishes to Barnes. There's the feed to Ontic. Tries again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Outside Hardaway. From outside, off the mark.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You heard talk last year of the NBA perhaps considering adding a 4-pointer as a shot. Something you only really see in celebrity games for charity. And it would certainly have had a huge impact if it was implemented, but I think that would be a reach, folks. Let's stay with the 3-pointer.
New York calls timeout. And guys, to be clear, that 4-point line was really just something talked about, whispered about. No real traction as this is even a remote possibility. At one point, however, the same was said about the 3-point shot. And now it's a huge part of the game.
I don't buy it, though, Kevin. I just can't imagine a 4-point shot. It would seem to just destroy everything that had built up over the course of the game if you just allow a guy to shoot a half quarter for 4 points to win the game. I don't see this happening.
Shane Larkin's checked in for Nedovic. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, "We don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug." Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. It's blocked. They get it back. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. New York trails by 11. Beyond the arc. Kept alive. And Thompson kicks to lead it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Davis with a screen on Pressey. Hardaway from outside. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Well, that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
The pass to Barnes. And another miss by the Bronx.
It's like he's just trying to showcase his range, but he could probably get a better shot at that possession.
Yeah, he sure could. It doesn't do you any good if you miss it from that deep.
Pressey passes to Fournier. Here's Lure. And the shot is long.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Harrison Barnes. That's his first personal foul.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bronx.
I thought we might see a little defensive adjustment at halftime, but the fast break continues to be effective.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively, and they've been turning those turnovers into points.
The Bronx lead by 7. Down low, Barnes.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness and a terrific finish.
Pressey dishes to Barnes. Here's Hontic. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. New York with the ball. To the left wing. Hardaway from outside. Bronx grabs the miss. Hontic has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And New York making a change here. That one's good, and the Bronx lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Larkin.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
This is the Barnes to the middle. Lure. No good from the low block. Jones for 3. Kept alive by New York. Right side Jones. Outside Hardaway. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Now just a 3-point Bronx lead. Here's Pressey. To the paint. Here's Barnes. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Still waiting for the first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
And they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And a good one, defensively and offensively. It's been a terrific stretch for him.
And Lure kicks to Pressey. He feeds it to Barnes. He dishes it to Lure. Oh, hammer! And he'll go to the line.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they got the clock stopped.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, so strategically everything changes a little bit. Those were very important foul shots. That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. That's a 2 from Barnes. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Looked like he rushed that one, guys. The defense was out of position. He was wide open. He just couldn't take advantage.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Steps back and fires. Here's Kuzmic. And that misses. That would have put him up. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throws. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. Hardaway from outside. It falls! And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
Well, I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the 3-point shot has really just been there for you. Everything's fallen.
Yeah, the touch from downtown is right on point.
Kuzmic, the pass to Hardaway. Yes! No challenge from the defense there, Clark. Could have put that one through any way he wanted.
And I love the choice there, partner. Going hard to the hoop for that throwdown.
Yeah, that's invisible defense leading to a very visible finish.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Out of bounds. Cavaliers ball.